Alright, so today I'm going to do another Ball Python egg cutting video, and this time it's actually a cross between a bamboo calico ball python and a lemon blast, which is a pastel pinstripe. So we actually have 4 different genes in the mix here. I'm actually hoping for a lot more bamboos this time. As a matter of fact, I produced probably 30 ball python eggs this year that were from bamboos or bamboo combinations. You know, kind of the odds are about 50%, where I was expecting like 15 or so bamboo combinations, and I think I only got like 5 or 6. I was completely destroyed by the odds of my bamboos, which is kind of a bummer. I had another clutch which I kind of was disappointed in. I actually crossed a visual desert ghost, a pastel Enchi desert ghost, to another het desert ghost. Got 0 visual desert ghosts out of that. It should have been 50%. So sometimes you can hit really bad odds. So I'm hoping this is actually my very last clutch of bamboo combinations out of all my eggs in the incubator. So I'm hoping for some more bamboos. Hopefully I won't get crushed by the odds again on this combination. I actually have one more clutch of ball python eggs in the incubator that I'm really looking forward to, and that was actually the cross between my pied female. I actually bred that with my Coral Glow het pied. So I should get, technically on that one, I should get 50% visual pieds, and then probably about 25% should actually be Coral Glow pieds, which would be pretty awesome. I'll definitely hold back a Coral Glow pied if I hit one of those, which would be pretty awesome. So I'm gonna pull these eggs out of the incubator. Let's check them out. Let's hope for some bamboos and bamboo combinations in these eggs. All right, so here's the box fresh from the incubator. So let's take a look at this. And kind of the weird thing this year is I had quite a few snakes, more than usual, kind of go bad in the egg, and the egg was getting moldy. I actually had some die in the egg after they fully developed. So what I started doing is I put the press and seal completely on, then I leave a little hole over here just as a little air hole. I'm thinking maybe I'm having a problem with, you know, completely sealing off the air and not having enough air in my egg boxes. So just to be on the safe side, and it seems like, you know, with these clutches where I did this a long time ago, I think I filled this over like about a month ago, and they still have plenty of humidity. Look at all the condensation in there. So that's kind of the new thing that I've been doing with my egg boxes, is just giving them a little bit. Hey, take a look at that. Wow. That is awesome. Right on top, we got a bamboo. Take a look at that. Not too bad at all. Don't even have to cut that egg open to see what's inside. Got a nice bamboo. So this bamboo is kind of interesting because sometimes you can have, I found, you know, if you actually have pastel in the bamboo, sometimes it's really hard to tell if you have, that's a nice looking snake right there. Kind of the interesting thing, take a look at this. On a lot of these bamboos, you'll actually have little spots, like it looks like someone spilled a little bit of pizza sauce, like right there on the side of the snake. And that's just, for some reason, it's just like random pigment in these bamboos that you just randomly find every here and there. Just, it's kind of like almost like a little paradox on some of these bamboos. That one's looking really good. But sometimes you can actually have pastel in the bamboos, and I can't tell the difference between a regular bamboo and a pastel bamboo unless they get a little bit more age on them. I'm thinking this one might be pastel, because usually with pastel, you get a bit more fading right on top of the head, where the head's a little bit faded out. So this could be a pastel bamboo. Pretty awesome. And the other cool thing is the calico that I actually used to breed this, it's actually the male that produced this clutch. It's possible het desert ghost. So these are all possible het desert ghost. Pretty slim odds. You know, the desert ghost is kind of, you know, fading away from the possibilities the further and further you get from the parents. So that's pretty awesome. Got a really nice looking bamboo. Looks like we got another one here that is completely out. Looks completely out. And normal. What are the odds of getting a normal in a clutch like this? I think the odds are like 1 in 16 or something like that. I've been getting so many normals and so many non-bamboos out of these clutches. It's pretty amazing. I don't think this is not a calico. No, so my version of calico is actually kind of like a coppery colored, almost looks like the copper you'd see in a penny, kind of like a rusted penny or something like that, which really brings an interesting dark color. This one is super dark. Look at how dark that is. really super dark normal. So this is, I'd say, possible het desert ghost, just a normal. Every now and then you get normals, it's just part of the odds. As long as you don't get like a whole box of normals, which sometimes I do. It's kind of maddening with some of the odds in some of these snakes. All right, so let's pull one of these out. I'm gonna actually, as a matter of fact, I'm actually gonna take this one that's not out at all. That we don't know what it is. Can't even see the head on this one. All right, this guy's trying to get away here. See if I can keep these guys in the box without crawling away. All right, and then we'll take this. This always gets really messy and really goopy. You definitely need lots of paper towels when you're doing this. All right, so I'm gonna zoom in so you can actually see what I'm doing. Take the biggest scissors I can find. I couldn't find any bigger scissors, so I'm gonna use these almost bigger, almost smaller than I would prefer. I like the scissors with the blunt edge so you really can't poke the snake when you're cutting into it. So you actually see all these little slots in here. That's from the egg tooth on the snake. And the snake, you can tell when it's ready to cut when it starts slicing into the egg with the egg tooth, like that. All right, let's take a look at this one. Ooh, it's kind of goopy here. All right. All right, so take a look at that. That looks like a pastel. Really bright pastel, pretty bright. Not too bad. So the jeans in this, if you actually take a look at the jeans, pastel, pinstripe, bamboo, and calico. There's no bamboo, no calico, because calico would give it kind of a coppery color. No pinstripe, obviously pinstripe's really obvious. So this is a pretty easy clutch to figure out which is which, because all the jeans are really obvious from one to the other. All right, that's a nice looking pastel there. All right, so here's another one completely hidden. All right, let's take a look at this one. Looks like it could be, well, I'm not gonna give it away. I'll keep you in suspense as I cut the egg open. Let's take a look here. Oh, I was wrong. Wow, look at that. Wow, that's what a calico looks like. Take a look at that. It's like almost like a coppery color, almost like an orange copper. That is a beautiful calico. Calico, possible het desert ghost on that one. Beautiful snake. All right, what else do we have here? We have, let me pull out this one with a dark head sticking out. Almost kind of looks like a normal, but sometimes the pastels can kind of trick you like that. Or sometimes the pastels can kind of have a normal looking head. All right, let's take a look at this one here. This one is, ooh, that's a weird mass up on top. That's weird. That's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Take a look at that. Some kind of a, almost looks like that's from the umbilical cord, but I don't know what that is. That's definitely, it looks like he's doing good though. Looks like just a normal ball python on that one. That's a weird mass on top. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. That's the craziest thing. All right, so we have two more left. Let's take a look at this one. All right, so this is getting a little goopy here. Let's get another paper towel. And usually once they cut the egg tooth, it seems like a lot of the goop runs out of the egg. You don't get a lot of slime all over the place versus if you have eggs that aren't cut at all. Wow, what is this one? Wow. What? That can't come from this clutch. What is this? No way. What? No way. It's a white snake. No way. That's impossible. Wait a minute. This looks like a blue-eyed leucistic, but that's impossible. Wait a minute. That is 100% impossible out of these jeans. So, wait a minute. So the bamboo is in the blue-eyed leucistic complex, but you're crossing it with a pastel pinstripe, and it's a bamboo calico. What? That doesn't even make sense. What? I don't get it. No way. Oh, take a look at that. He's got his head sticking out. It does look like a blue-eyed leucistic. It did look like it had blue eyes. That is totally impossible, unless it was like retained sperm from the year before, which I'd have to go back and look at my lemon blast to see what actually, well, it's actually a lemon blast. You can't get, it's impossible to get a blue-eyed leucistic from a lemon blast. That is the craziest thing I've ever seen. A blue-eyed leucistic. Take a look at that. That is one of nature's unexplained mysteries. A blue-eyed leucistic from out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. That's impossible. All right. I'll take it. I don't know what it is. I actually may hold that one back just for kicks. I don't know how you could get... so that has 2 copies of a blue-eyed leucistic gene, which bamboo's in the blue-eyed leucistic, but you need another copy of the gene. So obviously it can't be like a super bamboo, which I don't know what that is. That is crazy. I don't know how you do that. Wow. That's an unexplained mystery there. All right. Wow. Take a look at that. That's crazy. Wow. That's another crazy one right there. Take a look at that. That's looks like it has pinstripe. And then I would say it has calico from the wiped out sides, maybe pastel pinstripe calico. Doesn't have bamboo, because bamboo would completely change everything. Of course, that blue-eyed leucistic, I don't know what's going on with that blue-eyed leucistic. That is the craziest thing ever. Wow. All right, so that one's a really cool snake. I don't think I've ever produced lemon blast calico that look quite like that. That's a really awesome looking snake. All right, so that's it. And then the big question mark is, I want to pull some of these eggshells out here. Just get them out of there. We got a blue-eyed leucistic. That's the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. How do you get a blue-eyed leucistic from that clutch? It's impossible. So not too bad. We got so yeah, we only got 2 bamboos. So the odds of getting bamboos are 50%. So out of all those eggs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we should have got 3 or 4 bamboos. We only got 2. Which is, and this one's kind of a question mark, this blue-eyed leucistic, which is, I don't know how you even make that out of that, which is pretty crazy. So I'll probably definitely hold this one back and just grow it up and probably breed it to like a normal or something and see what the other gene is in there, which is pretty wild. Unless I have some mysterious gene in the blue-eyed leucistic complex kind of floating around in my collection that I don't know, like something really subtle, which is a possibility. I've actually seen some genes in the blue-eyed leucistic that are really subtle like that. So there you have it. That is a pretty interesting clutch, blue-eyed leucistic from that pairing, which is pretty much impossible. All right, guys, thanks for coming along. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.